Chinese-American Olympian trashes reporter's ridiculous question about medals. I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. Chinese-American skier Eileen Jiyu called a reporter's question ridiculous in response to the suggestion that winning silver medals was a disappointing result. Jiyu, a freestyle skier competing for the Chinese team, has won 2 silver medals at the Winter Olympics in Milan at the time of writing. Those medals brought her career tally up to 5, making her the most decorated female freestyle skier in Olympic history. Jiyu made her Olympic debut in Beijing in 2022, where she won 2 golds and a silver. During a recent press conference, a reporter asked if Jiyu felt like she won 2 silver medals or lost 2 gold medals. The 22-year-old immediately laughed the question off before expressing gratitude for even winning a medal in the Olympics, saying, "I'm the most decorated female free skier in history." I think that's an answer in and of itself. How do I say this? Winning a medal at the Olympics is a life-changing experience for every athlete. Doing it 5 times is exponentially harder because every medal is equally hard for me. But everybody else's expectations rise, right? And so, the 2 medals lost situation, to be quite frank with you, I think it's kind of a ridiculous perspective to take. I'm showcasing my best skiing. I'm doing things that, quite literally, have never been done before. And so I think that is more than good enough. But thank you. Jiyu, who was born and raised in San Francisco, has recently become the target of some outrage due to her decision to represent China in international competition. She first made the decision in 2019, explaining that she wanted to help grow the sport in the county from which her mother hails. That decision seems to have paid off thus far, with her growth in the Chinese market allowing her to become one of the highest-paid female athletes in the world. According to a recent report from The Athletic, Jiyu earns more than $23 million a year. Vice President J.D. Vance was recently asked if Gu's legal status in the U.S. should be changed as a result of her decision, but he declined to entertain the idea. In the world of elite sports, athletes are often defined by numbers, scores, times, rankings, and medals. But sometimes a single moment, a single response, can say far more about an athlete than any medal count ever could. One such moment occurred when a Chinese-American Olympic freestyle skier responded sharply to what she described as a ridiculous question from a reporter about her medals. Her answer was powerful, confident, and unforgettable. "I'm the most decorated female free skier in history." That statement was not arrogance. It was a declaration of truth, resilience, and identity. It was a reminder that behind every medal lies years of dedication, sacrifice, and determination. The rise of a free skiing phenomenon. Freestyle skiing, especially free skiing, is a sport that combines athleticism with creativity. Athletes perform gravity-defying tricks while soaring through icy halfpipes and snow-covered slopes. It requires strength, balance, courage, and an artistic sense of movement. Among the brightest stars in this sport is a Chinese-American Olympian who has shattered records and expectations. Born and raised in the United States with Chinese heritage, she represents a bridge between cultures and continents. From a young age, she showed extraordinary talent on the slopes. While most children were learning basic skiing techniques, she was already experimenting with advanced tricks. Coaches quickly noticed that she possessed something special, fearlessness mixed with natural skill. By her teenage years, she was dominating competitions around the world. But success did not come easily. Behind the highlight reels were early mornings, grueling training sessions, and countless falls on icy slopes. Free skiing is a dangerous sport. Every new trick carries the risk of injury. Yet she continued pushing the limits. Her mindset was simple. Progress comes from persistence. Olympic dreams. For many athletes, the Olympic Games represent the ultimate goal. It is where legends are made and history is written. When this Chinese-American skier arrived at the Olympics, expectations were sky-high. Fans from both the United States and China were watching closely. Her performances had already made her a global star. The pressure was immense. But pressure can either break athletes or bring out their greatness. She chose the latter. With remarkable composure, she delivered breathtaking runs that left judges and spectators in awe. Spins, flips, and perfectly executed landings earned her top scores and multiple medals. Each medal represented years of effort. Each victory represented a barrier broken. By the end of her Olympic performances, she had achieved something extraordinary, becoming the most decorated female freeski athlete in history. The question that sparked controversy. Despite her historic achievements, The post-competition press conference took an unexpected turn. A reporter asked a question that many considered dismissive and unnecessary. The question focused narrowly on her medal count, suggesting that perhaps her achievements were not as significant as they seemed. For an athlete who had just made history, the tone of the question felt almost insulting. Instead of ignoring it or responding politely, she chose honesty. Her response was immediate and confident. She called the question ridiculous. Then she delivered the statement that would soon spread across social media and sports headlines around the world. "I'm the most decorated female free skier in history." The room fell silent. It was not just a response, it was a statement of fact. Confidence versus arrogance. In sports culture, athletes, especially women, are often expected to appear humble at all times. When male athletes show confidence, it is celebrated as competitiveness. But when female athletes speak assertively about their achievements, they are sometimes labeled as arrogant. Her response challenged that double standard. Confidence is not arrogance when it reflects reality. She had the medals. She had the records. She had the performances to prove it. By stating the truth, she reminded everyone that athletes should never feel the need to downplay their accomplishments. Representing two cultures. One of the most fascinating aspects of her story is her cultural identity. As a Chinese-American athlete, she has often been asked questions about nationality, representation, and loyalty. Some critics have tried to frame her identity as a controversy, but for her, it is not complicated. She has proudly embraced both cultures throughout her career. Growing up in America gave her opportunities in sports, education, and training. At the same time, her Chinese heritage connects her to a rich cultural history and a massive fan base across Asia. Instead of choosing between the two, she has shown that identity can be inclusive. Her success has inspired young athletes around the world, especially girls who come from multicultural backgrounds. The power of representation. In many sports, representation matters deeply. For young Asian girls watching freestyle skiing, seeing someone who shares their heritage winning Olympic medals sends a powerful message. You belong here too. Historically, winter sports have not always been diverse. Access to mountains, equipment, and training can be limited.